Hello learners, welcome to the online session. Now just in continuation of Unit 2, Block 1 of stenographic skills, we are going to learn basically the joining of consonants. Now we have done downstrokes with all under first place and now upstrokes with all under first place. It means upstrokes with all other strokes, and we are continuing with our first place joinings, which basically mean above the line. Now upstrokes with all the strokes means upstrokes with downstrokes first, then upstrokes with horizontals, and then upstrokes with upstrokes. So first we'll take the examples of this combination, that is upstrokes with downstrokes. Now first example, Ray is an upstroke, P is a downstroke. Now if we have to join this at the first place, what is the rule? Rule says the first consonant is above the line. So Ray is an upstroke, so it has to be from bottom to top only, and wherever the first ends, second begins. Second is a downstroke, so it has to be from top to bottom. Look again, once more, same outline. Ray is an upstroke, bottom to top. Upstroke means bottom to top. P is a downstroke, wherever Ray ends, P begins, and P has to come from top to bottom. So this is a joining of Ray and P at the first place. Next example, Way is an upstroke and F is a downstroke. Now again the same rule is applicable. The first consonant, which is Way, has to be above the line, and since it is an upstroke, it has to be from bottom to top. Now wherever the first ends, second begins. Second is F, which is a downstroke, so it has to be from top to bottom. This is Way and F at first place, which means above the line. One more example we'll take to make it clear. Now next example we can take as Ye and Ith. Ye is an upstroke, Ith is a downstroke. So first place we need to keep in mind again the same thing. Ye has to be formed above the line. Ye is an upstroke, so it will be from bottom to top. Ith is top to bottom. So this is Ye and Ith at first place. So now we finish off the examples of combination with upstrokes with downstrokes. Okay, now the next combination is upstrokes plus horizontals. We have just learned how to join upstroke plus upstroke at first place. Now moving on to upstroke plus horizontals. Now example, upstroke plus horizontal. Upstroke is Ray, horizontal is M. Second example, Way is an upstroke, K is an horizontal. Third example we can take with Ye and N is a horizontal. Fourth example is L is a upstroke and M, K, N, so let's take ing here. So now these are combinations of upstroke plus horizontal. Now the first upstroke will be above the line in case of first place. So Ray is an upstroke, from bottom to top. Wherever ray ends, M begins. So this is the joining of ray and M at the first place. Next is V and K. V, wherever V ends, K begins. So this is how we write V and K at the first place. Next is joining of A and N. A being the first consonant, it has to be written only above the line and followed by N. L above the line, and this is ing. So these are the examples of upstrokes plus horizontals at first place. Now next is upstrokes plus upstrokes. First example, ray and way, both are upstrokes. So we'll be learning now how to join the two upstrokes together at first place. Now joining of upstrokes. Now the first upstroke has to be above the line. So since both are upstrokes, so we need to make sure that both are written from bottom to top. It has nothing to do from top to bottom. It has to be only bottom to top. So ray, and wherever ray ends, way begins. Next is L and A. L above the line, and then A follows. So both being upstrokes are written from bottom to top. Way, after way we have to write ray. So ray is a straight stroke from bottom to top. Ye and way. Now we have covered downstrokes with all, like downstrokes plus downstrokes, downstrokes plus horizontals, and downstrokes plus upstrokes. And we have same way we have done all the combinations with upstrokes, upstrokes plus downstrokes plus horizontals and plus upstrokes. So now the remaining is joining of horizontal strokes with all the strokes at first place. So horizontal plus horizontal, horizontal plus upward, horizontal plus downward. Now first let's do horizontal plus horizontal. If both the combinations are of horizontal strokes in a joining, for example, if we take the example of M and K, both are horizontals. Now how to join them at first place? M will be above the line being the first consonant, and wherever M ends, second begins. So we can say that both the consonants are written above the line when we are joining horizontal plus horizontal. Next example is N above the line and then followed by G. So this is how we make N and G above the line. Next example of the same combination, ing, which is a dark consonant, N, which is a light. So this is how we join ing and N at the first place. Now moving on to next is horizontal plus upward. So horizontal plus upward. Example M, upward is ray. Let's write the examples first and then we'll make the outlines for all. Horizontal is K and Ye. Fourth example we can take ing L. So M ray. M should be above the line. Wherever M ends, ray follows. Now ray is an upstroke, so it has to be only from bottom to top. So this is a joining of M and ray at first place. N and way. So this is horizontal plus upward. Same way, K, Ye. Ing, L. So these are the joinings of horizontal plus upward. Now next is horizontal plus downward. Now whenever we join horizontal and a downward stroke, now both the consonants will be written above the line. Even this downward has to be above the line. Now just look at the example first. Suppose horizontal is M, P is a downstroke. So if we have to join horizontal plus downward at first place, we have to make sure that both are written above the line. This is a joining of horizontal plus downward at first place. M, P. Second is N, J. Now, like I said, if it is a combination of horizontal plus downward, at first place, both the consonants should remain above the line. So, N and J at first place. Now again, one more example, horizontal plus downward. Both the consonants should be above the line. So this is K and F. Let's take one more example with ing. Ing, it. Both the consonants should be above the line. So this is ing and it. So this is horizontal plus downward. So now we have done all the combinations with all the consonants at first place. So the difference between the first and second place is the first consonant should be on the line whenever we are joining the consonants at the second place, and the first consonant will be above the line whenever we are joining the same combinations at the first place. So now to begin with the next place, that is third place joinings. We have done second and first. Now there is one more place which is called as a third place. Now joinings at third place means through the line. Now whenever we are making a consonant through the line, now what do you mean by making the consonant through the line? Through the line means, see, P, T, Ch, F, Re, Ve, Ye, It, S. Now what I have done, I have made these consonants. Abhi, I am just talking of the single consonant, how to write it through the line, just to make you understand what is through the line, because it's a new thing we are using in this unit. Now this is what we call as through the line, and if we are writing the consonant at the first place, it will be above the line, second place on the line, third place through the line. Now third place joinings, again what we need to do in this also, downstrokes with downstrokes, at the third place. Now downstrokes with downstrokes, P and che. Let's take the first example as P che, both are downstrokes. Then F and it. And next we can take the example of S and P. Now if we need to make this outline through the line, what we need to do is we need to make the first consonant through the line. So this is P. Now wherever P ends, che begins, but che is a downstroke. So it has to come from top to bottom. So this is P che. Now recalling what we did under first and second place, if we join the same outline under second place, it will look like this. P che. The only difference is first consonant is on the line if it is a second place joining. And the same combination, how it looks like when we are joining it at first place. Let's see here. P che. So this is third place joining of P che. This is second place joining of P che, and this is the first place joining of P che. Moving to the next example, F and it. F through the line and then it. SP, S through the line and then P. Okay. Few more examples of downstrokes with downstrokes. Z, che. Ish, F. Z through the line and then che. Ish through the line and then F. Now ish is right to left, but F is left to right. So the first consonant is through the line in all the combinations. So this is what we mean by a joining of a downstroke with another downstroke at third place. Now next is downstrokes with upstrokes at the third place. Example, F, re, ish, ve, j, ye, PL. Now these are combinations of downstroke plus upstroke. So how to join them at third place? F through the line, wherever F ends, re begins. Re is an upstroke, so it has to go towards the top. Ish through the line, followed by ve. J through the line, followed by ye. P through the line, wherever P ends, L begins. So this is the positioning of a combination where the first stroke is a downstroke followed by another upstroke. Now next is downstrokes plus horizontals. First example, downstroke, D, M. Second, che, K. Downstroke is F, N. Downstroke again. So let's take V here and ing here. So these are the examples of downstroke followed by another horizontal. So through the line, we are talking of third place right now. So how you are going to form them at third place? The first consonant through the line, and wherever the first ends, second begins. F followed by N, V followed by ing. So in case we need to make DM at second place, what we had done? D on the line followed by M. So this is joining of DM at second place. This is joining of DM at third place. And this is the joining of DM at first place. So this is the basic difference. Now joining of upstrokes with all the strokes at third place. So let's take first upstrokes with downstrokes. Re and P. Whenever we join upstroke and a downstroke at third place, the first upstroke will be through the line. Upstroke is bottom to top, and wherever this ray ends, P begins and P is top to bottom. So this is the formation of ray and P. Next example. Way through the line and F. Next, we can take L and Z, let's say. So L through the line and then Z. This is joining of upstroke with downstroke. Next is upstroke plus horizontal. Way through the line, and M begins from the point wherever way ends. Upstroke plus horizontal again, L through the line and then K. Next example, ray and N, ray through the line and N. So these are joinings of upstrokes plus horizontals. Now next is upstroke plus upstrokes at the third place. Ray and way. So ray will be through the line as it is a third place and followed by way. Now both are upstrokes, so both have to be written from bottom to top only. L through the line, and wherever L finishes, ye starts, and ye being an upstroke will go above the line from bottom to top. Way through the line and ray. So this is upstroke plus upstroke. Last is upstroke plus horizontal. Now whenever we join upstroke plus horizontal in the third place, what we need to do is, now just take the example first. Upstroke is ray and M. So upstroke plus horizontal, ray through the line and then M. Next is way and ing. So way through the line and then followed by ing. L through the line and K. Now please understand this combination very clearly as there is a slight difference in making the combinations, and there is a reason to it why we are making the combinations like that. Now, first of all, we will do horizontal plus downward. Now, when we join horizontal and a downward, now see, horizontal stroke is always from left to right. It is written like this, whether it is a straight or curved, but it has to be in forward direction from left to right. So it is not possible in any way to write horizontal consonants through the line. Now we can easily show them on the line. We can easily write them above the line like this. But we cannot represent them through the line. So what we need to do in this combination, we have to make sure that this is resting through the line. And if this has to rest through the line, then we have to start our horizontal from above the line so that our downstroke can be represented through the line. So this is M and P. So this is a joining of M and P at third place. Now take one more example, horizontal plus downward. Horizontal is K, downward is F. So as I said just now, it's not possible to represent horizontal through the line. What we need to see is that F should be through the line, and for that K has to go above the line so that F exactly comes through the line. One more example, N, Z. N above the line, Z through the line. So this is horizontal plus downward at third place. Now horizontal plus horizontal. Now see, when we cannot write single horizontal through the line, obviously we cannot even have this joining through the line because both the consonants are horizontal in this combination. So in case of third place joinings, if we have a combination of horizontal followed by another horizontal, both the horizontals will be on the line. So this is going to be the same as we joined horizontal plus horizontal in second place. So this is an exception. So this is horizontal plus horizontal. In case of third place, it is going to be exactly same as the joining of horizontal plus horizontal under second place. Last is horizontal plus upward. Now again, the first consonant is a horizontal which can never be represented through the line. So what we need to keep in mind is that we can have this upward consonant through the line, and upward starts from bottom to top, but before upward we have to write horizontal. So what we need to do with this horizontal, where to position it so that upward comes through the line. So this M needs to be positioned below the line so that our ray exactly comes on through the line. So this is M and ray at third place. Let's take one more example, N and way. N below the line, way through the line. Now this is a joining of horizontal plus upward under third place. Now one more example, horizontal K, upward L. K below the line and L through the line. So here we finish Unit 2, in which we have learnt how many total consonants are there, what is the categorization of the consonants, and we have even learnt the outlines of all the consonants, and the most important, we learned how to join the consonants at 3 places, first, second and third. Thank you.